Mighty good word, party folk. It's your mile high priest. I'm up here about a mile high, if not at a mile high. Though I'm not sure who's keeping track these days. Y'all, what's good? It's Friday, Venus's Day, February 2nd, about mid-morning where I'm at. Good tidings. Hope this message finds you very, very well in great health and spirits. I'm happy that you are here. This is a collective message for all sign placements. It is a Moonology driven spread for the last quarter moon in Scorpio, which is later today in just a few hours. We currently have the sun almost midway through Aquarius season, which is just wild. The new moon in Aquarius isn't even until the 9th, so we've got a week to go for that true Aquarian spot to hit, right? I mean, I know you're already feeling wavy. I am too. Y'all, what's good? Before I jump into it, I did want to mention that this is the last quarter moon. So within the 28-day cycle, as I mentioned, we only have one more week. So it is about integrating in this shorter period for the longer family phase. We do go back to the new moon on November of 2021 when the sun and the moon met at about 13 degrees of Scorpio, and then the first quarter moon in August when the sun was in Leo, and the full moon when the sun was in Taurus in May of 2023. And now we have come to the last quarter moon at about 13.5 degrees of Scorpio, while the sun again is in Aquarius. Y'all, so I was getting a lot of sleep, and then now I'm back to my trying to gain momentum. So now I'm like, I need a nap, but here we are. You might need a nap, right? This last quarter moon in Scorpio is just, it's deep, right? Scorpio goes deep to gather, go deep to release, to then gain, right? It's that wheel of fortune, but in an archetypal living and breathing communal and individual space. So with that, magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings and queens, this is your highest royal Aquarian court. It's wavy, it's gravy. I'm honored to have you here. I'm very grateful for your generosity, for spending time with me and us, for growing along with us. I am your effervescent, fleeting, very funny looking jester with your mercurial messages for your divine inspiration, your spiritual exaltation, and your human evolution through space and time. All of them, baby. All the spaces and all the times. Let's bring a little bit of order, right? So the Moonology for the last quarter moon calls for 4 cards, which the first card is the main message, okay? The second card is what you need to release, right? We released during the last quarter moon. For the shorter phase, as I mentioned, we do integrate, but regardless, there is a need to release or let go of something that isn't working, that you've realized isn't working along the way. So for the third card, what will help you to surrender to that release? And then the fourth card, of course, is the outcome. Again, this is a collective message for the last quarter moon in Scorpio. Y'all, I was getting so many wild messages earlier, but like now it's very quiet. So it's very interesting, right? Oh yeah, of course. I have the King of Swords as one of the cards I was meditating on for this last quarter moon. So this is a King of Swords from the Ethereal Visions, the Luna edition tarot. And then this is the King of Swords from the Radiant Wilds tarot. Okay. I love that both of these cards don't prominently display the sword. In the Ethereal Visions, the king holds it close, dearly, protecting it. And then in this one, there is, I think, hardly a sharp object in the way, besides that crescent moon. But it does have that very, like, scorpionic feel, and it does, or essence, with especially in the Radiant Wilds with the desert, scorpions in the desert, and also that like fire purifying, but of course we're trying to get to that flow, right? What will allow you to not only purify but also then flow into, let's say, your creative project or your work or your family. Isis, our sun god Ra, Mercury. Thank you for the divine messages. Thank you to wise ancestors and helpful spirit guides of the highest light. What does the moon have to tell us today? Okay, well, of course. The main message of this last quarter moon is new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. So I believe there was a new moon eclipse in Scorpio this last fall, right? And then the full moon eclipse in Taurus. So this is a very highly Mercury-driven message with the King of Swords here. You could have Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces. Definitely Scorpio, Virgo, and Gemini, right? There's a lot of mutable energy as well. So movement, but more so moving energy out of the body, more so moving that intelligence. So we'll get into that message. So the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus chakras could be well affected right now. For the releases, confidence is your key to success. Okay, so there could be a lot of pride or a lot of desire to be in this more lively and communal space, which is the general ambiance. But for this next sort of week and throughout the next several months, you are meant to return to you, to protect who you are, to protect your intelligence, and not in a way where it is sabotaging or self-sabotaging, not in any way where it is too fixed or too individual, right? I think that message has been coming up a lot, which is a very Aquarian message of like teetering between very individual or like too concerned with the collective, too concerned with the community, it gives me this air, this quality with the sun in Aquarius, with Mercury speaking to everyone, Uranus, Pluto, and back and forth between Uranus and Pluto. And then it's almost like all the planets will meet up to discuss everything. And then a lot of it has to do with Venus and Mercury, Venus being mostly the mind, and Venus being mostly your body, and then your approach and your needs and desires and wants. So yeah, balancing your high intelligence, your high individualistic manner and behavior with the need. So it could be very oppositional, right? You're either very much giving all your time to the community, to work, to family, to friends, or you could be giving no time to them. It's finding that middle ground, right? It gives me that not too proud to beg, not too proud to have friends, not too proud to tend to family, regardless of what has transpired, if it's within your paradigm, right? Thank you so much. That's Isis. Wow. So surrender. Oh, wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. And then for what will help you is this: nothing will come out of this situation. So what can help you to release what is an impediment? What can help you to release what inhibits your gifts being you working continuously, right, consistently to not so much perfect, but like practice, make that notion of practice makes perfect. So it's not the perfection that we're tending to, it's the journey, right? The freaking proverbial journey, right? Order in the court. And so in this case, it's like those things that you tend to, they take away a lot from you. Those things that you tend to that are not meant for you, they also take a lot from you, right? So no matter where you're efforting, it is a lot of time. And you're now realizing that while you give to a certain group or certain collective, say your work or family, where do you come in? Where does your time come in at that point? There's that misfire when it comes to production, right? You could slip back into, say, from 8 of Pentacles to 7 of Pentacles when you want to go to the 9 of Pentacles, when you want to really see where the shadow lies and how you can work through, work with, and process what you know from your shadow to really shine, right? The Leo card. But it's necessary that you take a look at what shadow lies beside you, what shadow you cast. Everyone casts a shadow. Everyone has shadow work to do. You don't have to do shadow work, right? But like everyone has shadow work to do. Easy, simple as that, right? And then the outcome is work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Wow. So then it's like the wrap up of one scorpionic phase, and then we are in that mutable transition, right? We're in that transition space to then go into the next scorpionic phase. The next scorpionic phase will be very much, and I'm just kind of approaching it via a very these longer lunation phases. So this one being the 12 to 15 degree family. So the next 12 to 15 degree family will occur in this Pluto in Aquarius 20-year era or period. And a lot of that will have to, is concerning the mind. Where does your mind go to? Where are you too fixated? Where do you believe that you earn the most, and where you're most protected, and where you're most able to fulfill? So great, you've learned a lot from that arena, but all that work has taken you away from another space, right? So are all the spaces that you're tending to, are they meaningful to you? Are there spaces where you don't need to tend to? Is there a space where you're giving too much? All of that has to do with root, sacral, and solar plexus chakra. So a lot of it is the desire, the needs, your wants, how they're met, whether you feel fulfilled, and then the confidence that you have when you feel fulfilled, or when you feel your needs are fulfilled. In a very basic manner, you're receiving a lot of psychic insight, but it's very difficult to like bring it in, channel it in. So like this fella here, you do want to like embrace meditation, embrace channeling, embrace the fogginess, embrace what Neptune in Pisces is teaching you, which is to look at where you're dazed and confused, where you really get caught up for no reason, like when you sit by the TV for hours, or when you, like me, you drink coffee all day. For what reason? that sort of that habit that then becomes second nature. How can you roll it back? How can it go back to just being a habit? And then how can you go make it climb even further up that, and not worry yourself too much about these factors? And so that reduces the amount of time and effort that you give in those arenas, right? But it is very much like that. Like, it's intoxicating. Television programs can be intoxicating. YouTube, all the news, all the, as a matter of fact, this is how it is, this is how it should be. All of that comes with the King of Swords, right? But the King of Swords also like encapsulates the other kings as well, right? And that's why the King of Swords doesn't act as protective or as a like ready to fight, like say the King of Wands. So where are you actually lacking the fight, right? The fight for you. And where are you lacking the fight for the community or your friends or family? And where are you giving too much, right? A lot of it has to do again with how you feel confident, your appearance, how you shine, romantic partnerships, whether you allow change to come in, whether you have patience with change, whether you just can you allow change to happen? Do you you're being asked to wonder and participate in these self-discovery discussions, right? Wow, and we have the ego, a very scorpionic, fire, air, transitional, like it's that transitional animal. I have here the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. I just wanted to see what, if anything, what comes out. I don't want to take too many cards, right? Here we go, the wolf. Okay, so antimony, right? So not everyone is going to agree with you. You are very learned, King of Swords. You're very intelligent. You're very, you can do, even without the can do attitude, you can do, and you do. You shine even without the putting yourself smack dab in the middle of everything. Your work still flows through. So even though people may not see the name, like give you your name, give your name the credit, you are still honored by God, by spirit guides, by your spirit guides, by helpful ancestors, especially the wise ancestors. In the ethereal space, there are the earthly grounded, living or non-living as well, spiritual guides and ancestors. And then in the 5-dimensional and in the other dimensional realms, there are even like a longer lineage, I suppose, or a grander family of ancestors. All of them, all of this culminates in you being honored, right? So there is a need to like work towards something, and it's to establish, we have the oyster water, bottom of the deck. It's to establish yourself as a leader while not letting pride get in the way, right? While not lacking the confidence to lead. So it's not just honoring, it's putting your mind to it, right? It's not just saying, I am the leader. It's doing the work to lead. So yeah, the work may shift, right? Your work is shifting. And now maybe you're seeing that those that were on your side are seemingly now out of touch with you. You're maybe not regarding all your friends as friendly anymore. You're seeing some folks like go against you in a way. And if you're giving me King of Swords, you're not really fighting that, which I believe that to me is great, because that means you're working through the fears, right? Now, you have to honor and carry that knowledge with you. Like, it's not just right now. It's not just for right now. It's for a long period of time. Sorry, I wanted to give pause a little bit while the dogs next door are barking. Wow, Magician, 10 of Pentacles. All right, yeah, a shift, right? A mindset shift. A huge mindset shift from not seeing exactly the fruits of everything you've worked for. Like, now it's very nuanced. It's like you're seeing it. You're seeing your work in like even how you raise children or how you teach children, or that's just an example. You're seeing yourself in others, in your community, those that you work with, right? That's great. But one of the main messages is, don't forget, people transition, people change their mind. As you change, as you evolve, as you grow, as you mature, as you become experienced, as you grow in wisdom, as you gain wisdom, some may not want to like follow you anymore, right? Your message changes, the way you look, the way you talk, the feeling that you give others changes. So the magician did not want to leave. And the magician is so that's giving me a lot of Scorpio. I know it's a Mercury card, so it signals Gemini and Virgo, but it is very much giving me this scorpionic mindset shift, because you're working through a lot of the gunk. Okay, it's actually giving me that Nine of Pentacles. Like, you have to look at the shadow. You have to really work through that, and then go back to your Eight of Pentacles to work on that. Work on you. Work for you. Work on you, for you, so that you can inspire and create in the three-dimensional world. And then we have the Four of Pentacles right here. That's your, here's your mini cross. That's your challenge, right? Actually protecting yourself and actually like resting, relaxing. I think you maybe are also, like I was, you're maybe coming out of a period of time when you had to take a break, or when you're realizing, I think I should take a break. Okay, so that either way, it's a challenge, right? Like coming out of a longer break. Like I was talking to one of my pals, and they were saying, I'm a freelancer, I'm a contractor, I haven't been working that much, but I have to honor that. And then I also want to do something for myself. So yes, there's that sort of energy. Like, okay, so she's telling me she may not have all the resources, all the funds to like take a little bit more time off, but she's going to honor that somehow. She's going to actually reserve even more time than she's already been given. Whereas she did not make the choice to have a slow period of time. She, in that month of little work, she then came to realize, I need actual time off. Okay, so like this is very much the flavor. Like, oh, that was actually really good, but I was stressing the whole time. So now I actually want to enjoy this like slow time, this slow period. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra, Mercury, you are present. Our God Mercury, our little messenger, pompous, psycho font magician. The one with all the knowledge, the one with the keys, right? The one that helps you travel here and there. All right, yeah. Wow, it's leaving. You've already declared, like, I've left that crap behind. Okay, but this is what's actually going on right now. Like, you're actually seeing where you participated in like this dulling now, and so now, like, how do you actually sharpen yourself back, like sharpen yourself back to shape? I don't know why I'm getting that. Here's the Eight of Cups. This is just coming out of this last Saturn retrograde phase, and Saturn in this long haul of being in Pisces, which is affecting everyone in so many ways, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Again, like the Moonology said, what do you need to walk away from? What's holding you back from your long haul, from this newer, longer period that you're working on, right? We have the Nine of Cups. It is in reverse, so it's fine right now. Don't think about it's not so much that you can ease your mind. Wow, Knight of Swords, Gemini, Taurus. Okay. So it's not falling, like, don't fall back on this, right? But you are telling me you're not. You're telling me you're not drunk on this shadow work, emotional state. Like, you're not going to wallow. You're not going to sit there. You're actually going to do something about it. That's what you're telling me. But so the main warning, and it's not really a warning, it's just like the message from the tarot is like, where are you slacking? Where are you lacking? And where are you too, like, worried or concerned, right? It's great. I think it's beautiful that you're not in this drunken, let me go, like, gamble it all away, like, F it all, like, screw it all. Like, you're actually going to pick up and gain speed after you take this time out, right? After you come out of this time out. And you're not coming out really, you're coming out really scorpionic, right? Really like, what's real? Because what's fake? I don't want it. Okay, so again, it is clearing out the mind so that you're not still running to gain from bullcrap, right? I have here the Symbolic Soul Tarot, which is very Aquarian, so I thought it appropriate for this collective message. Thank you so much. These are Italian publishers. Alyssa Sightsinger is the artist. Alright, there we go. Cool. At the bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, wow, I missed a card, the Empress. I'm going to reshuffle because the Empress was left behind. You know what that gives me? It's like a new way of manifestation. You're no longer in this delulu, like, you're like, I gotta get this show on the road. I guess that was the reason why the Empress stayed behind, because that's what these two cards were trying to tell me, right? The King of Swords and the Nine of Cups in reverse. She's telling me don't go without telling the collective this message, right? So we have the Four of Pentacles once again. Sun in Capricorn, right? So you're worried you're still having to limit. And we have the Magician at the bottom of the deck, right? Followed by the High Priestess. Followed by Justice. Followed by Three of Cups. Followed by Ace of Swords. Y'all, Judgment. Y'all are rising to the occasion, okay? Y'all are taking on a new approach. This is a new approach, okay? Again, Eight of Pentacles. We don't want to be here. We don't want to be at the Seven of Pentacles, right? Okay, that's where you don't want to be. That's what makes you slack. That's what makes you feel lack, right? Focusing on what didn't work. We get it. It didn't work. I know it's painful, and I'm not minimizing it. Again, it's the journey, right? I hate that. I hate the journey, and I hate the journey, but like, this is the journey. Saturn in Pisces is like the freaking journey, and like your journey is like getting the F away from this, right? Oh wow, look. Yeah, your guides, your spirit guides, all your wise and helpful ancestors, your people really believe in you. Like, yes, now 10 to the right, 10 to you, okay? 10 to you, 10 to you, Four of Pentacles. Wow, it's like you came through. Like I said, where's the water? Where's the earth? And you said, it's right here, Armando. Like, oh my God, Nine of Pentacles. 7, 8, 9. And we have the Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, so 88. We have the Magician twice. I was meditating on the King of Swords, and then here's a Knight of Swords. I have the Nine of Cups, I have the Nine of Pentacles, I have 7, 8, 9. I have 4 of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles twice. Any more needed here? Like, yes, it's like listening to God, listening to your meditations. Like, what are you actually downloading from God, from when you're like listening, when you're teaching, who's saying what, and like what messages are you getting about who you are, and like regardless of how abundant you truly are, it's what's going to help you to remain grounded and in fruition, is really working through this shadow aspect, right? It's who you work with, how you treat yourself in and out of that work, and what you're working on, okay? Y'all have to see the CBGB in the background. Nine of Pentacles, isn't that cool? Okay, wait, can we just get more clarity on the Four of Pentacles? What is the collective so concerned about? Money, time, yeah. Living, society, people knocking at your door, people showing back up. Who can you trust? This is great. Now, which one of those just causes worry? Like, what topics, which of those topics, for example, cause you worry and concern? Again, because it's focusing, right? And not too intensely. It's that focus that actually drives you to work, drives you to fulfillment. It's you actually listening to God and Mercury and applying the messages. It's you cutting out bad habits, cutting out bad folks, actually tending to your time appropriately, right? That's crazy, y'all. It's brilliant. I love it. Can we get more clarity on the Seven of Pentacles? Remember, it's that past, right? Like, it's keeping you very still, okay? Wow. 7 on top of 7. Okay, I'm in Vegas now. 7 of Pentacles, another 4 of Cups, 4, 4, 4, 7, 7, 8, 8. Here's a Page of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, y'all. So you're telling me you're gonna move ahead, right? You're gonna. It's definitely like spending a little bit of quiet, reserved time, okay? To actually shed light on that which is impeding. You're meant to keep moving forward. You're not meant to be stuck and not wallowing. It's like being held captive by the sorrow, right? That's not allowing you to tend to in a very linear way. And now I want to open it up to the spirit guide here, animal spirit. So what can allow you to like let it flow? That was the initial message, right? You're in the most layman's way that I can interpret this is like that feeling of stuckness, the emotional stuckness. How can you just like let it go, let it out, cry it out, work it out, sweat it out, go eat a piece of cake, do meditation. I know you may hate that recommendation, but it's just like, God, see here, this one cup here that Mercury's hand, God's hand, is trying to give to you. Here is how big it actually is, how like beautiful and massive and all-encompassing. Here, I'm like trying to put this up. So cool. All right, so the wolf, guardian of family and tribe, activism, ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being of and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following. Embrace all, exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic, fearless. Work through your fears. When out of balance, judgmental, dominating. To bring into balance, practice letting go. Y'all, keep it surreal. Keep it light. Order in the collective court here. Please enjoy the rest of your Aquarius season. It's so wonderful. I'll be back probably by the new moon for another collective message, right? Sending you all lots of love, lots of protective white light. Keep it real, right?